Hello, hello. Milo says hi. Hi. This is Tamara with our Big Oily family, and it is Monday. It is noon. I'm here. Today, what I wanted to talk about is I'm going to be putting together a like care package. Hi. A care package for my oldest son who's in the Navy, and he's getting shipped out for 6 months, and I wanted to give him some things on the ship that he could use. So, my first thoughts, and if you have done this before, right, and you have any ideas that maybe I missed or anything, please feel free to share that in the comments of this. So, first thing, On Guard, the throat drops, they are awesome to add to put one in like hot water in a mug and just sip on it. Great for your throat, great to help your immune system run optimally, right? So that it can help to fight off things that might be flying around. Really good to suck on in your mouth, gives you kind of, the On Guard boost. Also really soothing for your throat if you have a scratchy throat, a tickle in your throat. If you feel like you're coming down with something, that's the good time to use it. It has that clove oil in it, so it can be numbing on your throat. Um, so it's good that way. Okay, so then the next one is ginger drops. And those are really good for your digestive system, to kind of settle things down if maybe being on the boat doesn't agree with you, or something that you ate doesn't agree with you. If you're having like, nauseous feelings, that kind of thing, they're really good to suck on. Um, so we have the On Guard chewable, On Guard Plus chewables. Hang on just one sec. Sorry, On Guard Plus chewables. Those are little chewable tablets. They're really great, again, to give you an On Guard boost for your immune system. You use them, I think it is three, you can chew up to three tablets daily. You kind of want to suck on them first because they are hard, and then just kind of chew them. They're a very easy way to use On Guard to support your immune system. Okay, so I'm going to send those. I'm going to make a bunch of roller bottles is my plan, because he's a guy. I don't want to have to explain how to dilute the oils, the whole thing. I just want to make them easy to grab to go for him to use. So I'm going to make a roller of balance, because that's a great way to start your morning. Kind of calms any anxious feelings that you might have. If you're feeling stressed about things, really good. Hello. Good to use that for. Um, I like those. Ooh, is that? So I'm going to make a bunch of roller balls. Like I said, balanced is one. Copaiba, I'm going to make a roller bottle of that because that is great for calming your nervous system, kind of resetting it. It's also really great for pain. So if you have aches and pains, if he's doing a lot of work on the boat, right? He's one of those people that repairs things. And so maybe he, moves wrong, twists wrong, whatever. Really good for that. It's also an enhancer oil, so that if he uses the copaiba with any of the other oils, it will just kind of give it an extra oomph. Okay. Whoops. Then we have the Serenity stick that has Serenity and the Serenity blend and the valerian root in it. There you go. And that is really good to use at night. Looks like that. It's just a stick. You twist the bottom to roll it up. Great to use at night to support your sleep. Great to use to let your body know that it's time to go to bed, right? So that you start to wind down and that kind of thing. And where you use that, really good places to use that would be to massage it on your chest, on your forearms, You can rub it on the bottoms of your feet. That's a really good one. That way, if you're on your forearms, right, a lot of people sleep with their hands up near their face, or tucked under the pillow or whatever. That way, you're going to get the aroma of it there, as well as topically, right? It's going to be soaking in that way. Let's see. I'm going to combine that with something. I'm going to make a roller of helichrysum because just in case cuts and scrapes happen and bleeding happens, right? And helichrysum is really good for helping to stop bleeding. It is also, it's really good for your skin. So any sort of skin irritation, skin blemish, scratch, scrape, whatever, really good to use for that. I am going to send him with a roller because I have one already of On Guard. And that you can roll on the bottoms of your feet. Again, that's really good for your immune system. And obviously, being on a boat, on a ship, it's not a boat, it's a ship, with a lot of people, things can get passed around from person to person because you're in such close quarters. And so, On Guard, roll it on the bottoms of your feet, up and down your spine. Great way to use it every single day. I will make a roller of Breathe. Another good one would be to include the Breathe stick, but I have the oil, so I'm going to make a roller of Breathe. That one's really good for if you're feeling stuffy, any kind of congestion in your chest. So you could roll it, underneath your nose to help you breathe easier. Roll it on your chest and on the top of in between your shoulder blades or wherever you can reach back here, right? That's going to really help with any chest congestion that you might have. Let's see, that one goes with that one. We'll talk about that in just a sec. Oh, Digest Zen. I'm going to make a roller of Digest Zen. That is super, super great for your digestive system. So if you eat something, going to different countries, I don't know where he's going, but if you go to different countries, you might eat something that doesn't agree with you, or you might, whatever, right? Any sort of stomach upset, stomach just doesn't feel right, that kind of thing. Digestin is super good. In a pinch, you can also use it for your sinuses if your sinuses are congested. Um, you can use it, over your sinuses here behind your ears that way. So it can be really helpful to relieve sinus congestion, but it's also main point is for digestive issues. Any sort of, upset stomach, if you've got gas, if you got bloating, whatever, that kind of thing. Super helpful. So I'm going to include that. Okay, that goes with that, but we need one more. That goes with that. Adaptive. I'm going to make an adaptive roller. Okay. Because when you're away from, he has 3 kids. He has a little girl and 2 boys. And when you're away from and family, right? When you're away from family for that long, yeah, I think they get to email back and forth. I think they can do video calls and things like that, but I'm not sure how often. That's a long time. And so there can be some stress associated there, right? There can also be just stress associated with being on a ship with however many other people. And so I wanted to include an adaptive roller because that's what it's for. It's for anxious feelings, stressful feelings. Just really helps to take the weight off your shoulders if you're just feeling stressed. So a roller, you can roll that on your pulse points. You could roll it on the bottoms of your feet. Yeah. So I'm going to include that, a roller. I'm going to set you down right there. There you go, Bubba. Okay. Oh, I'm also going to include what's my other one here? Some peppermint beadlets because those are also good for digestive upset if you have that. They're the little beadlets. They're like a fourth of a drop. If you took your oil, right, and you did a drop, it's like a fourth of a drop in that little beadlet. And you can pop it in your mouth. You can pop it open, take a big breath in. It's going to help to clear out any brain fog that you have going on. Um, here, here, you can have this. You want that? Any brain fog that you have going on, it's going to help open your sinuses. If you are hot, if you're running hot, peppermint can be really good. You would just put a drop, massage it on the bottoms of your feet, helps to draw the heat out through your feet. Um, you could also put a little bit, if you have some left, rub it on the back of your neck. It'll kind of have that when any sort of a breeze comes along, right? You get that what do I want to say, that cooling sensation, right? So that could be really good to use also. So I'm going to send those. Yeah. Are you sure? Okay. Then we already talked about that. I'm going to send a couple of On Guard. Those are the On Guard sanitizing mist. I'm going to send a couple of those because those are great. Can't wash your hands. You've got those right there. Just put it on. Also, bonus, you can use them if you have a sore throat and you don't have anything else. You could literally do a spray of that in your mouth, back of your throat. It would totally work. I am going to send him with some Correct-X, which is like a essential ointment, for want of a better word. It has frankincense, helichrysum, cedarwood, and lavender in it. It's really good for chapped lips. It's really good for any sort of scrape or abrasion to help it heal faster, to keep any, yucky stuff out of it. It's just an overall really good little ointment to have. Okay. I am going to send him with a roller of Serenity, which is our sleep, our restful blend, right? And so along the Serenity roller along with the stick is going to be really helpful if he has some, a hard time falling asleep kind of thing. So the one that I was pulling all these out for, sorry, my nose is itchy. All of these and this one. If you have On Guard Plus soft gels, you can use those also. What you do if you have the On Guard soft gels is you take, I don't know, 2 or 3, you poke them with the pin, and you squeeze that into an empty 10 ml bottle. And then you fill it with fractionated coconut oil, and that's kind of like an On Guard Plus roller. If you don't have the On Guard Plus soft gels, you can use your On Guard, right? And to that, you're going to add a couple drops of Melissa, couple drops of black peppermint, and a couple drops of oregano, because those are the extras that are in the On Guard Plus soft gel to give it a little more oomph. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. So he's going to have a regular On Guard roller, but I'm also going to make an On Guard Plus roller too. Just it's no fun wherever you go, right? It's no fun to be sick. And so anything that I can do to help him, his immune system to keep running optimally so that he doesn't catch things, I'm going to do. Okay. So those are the things I'm sending. I thought about maybe also they have breathe drops. So I may get a package of those and send them with them. They're really good if you have a cold and a stuffy nose. It helps everything to drain. Super helpful for that. I am going to send, I just don't have one yet. I need to order it. A deep blue stick, because it's like this, right? But it's taller. It's the deep blue one. And it also has the deep blue stick, has the deep blue blend and Copaiba already in it. And it's super helpful to use when you have stressed your muscles, or if you're going to do, they work out on the ship also, so you can use it on your muscles beforehand to help kind of loosen things up. It's just really helpful if you drop something on your foot and you don't want a bruise to form, right? If you put some deep blue on there, that will help to keep the blood flow going, and so that it won't have the blood pooling, right? Because that's what causes a bruise, is everything rushes to that area. So that can be super, super helpful. And I'm going to include that. Those are the things that I'm thinking about. So I'm going to make all the rollers. I'm going to label them. I have a little label maker. On the label, I'll say what it is, and then I'll say how to use it so that he knows, right? To make it super easy, because I could send a separate piece of paper with like everything, but that's kind of a pain. I want to make it as easy as possible. because I would want it as easy as possible, right? Because I know he's going to be um, busy on the ship. So those are the things that I'm going to do. If you have sent a care package to someone in the armed services and you have included something different, please put that in the comments um, and say as to why you included it, right? Because there might be something that maybe I didn't think about sending. I gave him a wooden spoon and he's over there letting the dog lick it and then lick his toes. Too funny. Anyway, that's what I'll have for you today. So I'm super excited to get this together so that I can get it to Liam so that he has the things that he needs and he can stay happy and healthy while he's on the ship serving our country, right? Okay, so I will be back next week. Next week will be the new promos because it is a new month starting tomorrow. I can't believe where did June go, but it's gone, right? It's July tomorrow. So next Monday will be the specials that there are for July. And yeah, as always, if you have a topic that you want to know more about, please put that in the comments and I will add that to my list of things to talk about, to go a little more, deeper into, um, kind of do a deep dive on things if you want more information on certain things. But that's about it. Okay. So I will talk to you all later. Hope you have a great day.